Okay, let's start section 7.3, the last section before the Christmas break or the winter holiday break. Okay, so finally we are dealing with similar polygons. Okay, and for tomorrow I want you to go online and research golden ratio, and we will talk about this in the class at the beginning. And also I want you to get ruler and measure these distances. So you measure AD, so you measure these distances. Use a centimeter so the tick marks are smaller, right? So it's more accurate. Over AC, so over AC, so you take the ratio, and the AC over AB, and take the ratio, and then you do AB over BC. Okay, so find these three ratios and compare them. So we do this as well. So just to get the measurement and get these ratios. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's get going with the packet. Objective 4, state and apply the properties of similar polygons. Okay. All right, so property of similar polygons. Okay, so the similar means same shape and different size. So these drawings are the same shape and different size. So these are similar. When you draw a diagram of a soccer field, you don't need an enormous piece of paper. You use a convenience sheet and draw to scale. That is, you know the right shape but the convenient size. Two figures such as these below have the same shape and they are called similar. Okay, and two polygons are similar if their vertices can be paired so that corresponding angles are congruent. Okay, so the angles are congruent. Okay, and corresponding sides are in proportion or proportional. So the lengths are proportional. Means same ratio. Okay, so when you refer to similar polygons, their corresponding vertices must be listed in the same order. If polygon PQRST is similar to polygon VWXYZ, you have to write in the corresponding order. So P corresponds to V, Q corresponds to W, R corresponds to X, and so forth. So just like the congruent triangles, you have to write in a corresponding order. You have to go with corresponding order. Okay, and so see, these are all same. The corresponding angles are same angles, right? But the lengths are different. But this is 32 to 20, right? So the ratio would be 20 over 32, so that would be 5 over 8. So that would be the ratio, and it's called a similarity ratio, or scale ratio, or scale factor. Those are all the same names. So if then scale factor is going to be the same for all sizes. So let's say this side is 8, length is 8. Then what QR is going to be? It's going to be 5. And if this is 16, SR is going to be 10, and so forth. Okay, so the ratio of the corresponding sides are going to have the same factor, scale factor. Okay, all right, from the definition of similar polygons we have so these corresponding angles are congruent and these corresponding sides are proportional. Okay, similarity has some of the same properties as equality and congruence. Similarity is reflective, symmetric, and transitive. If two polygons are similar, then the ratio of the lengths of the two corresponding sides is called the scale factor. Or there are other names, similarity ratios, scale ratios of the similarity. The scale factor of pentagon to that is 5/8, like we were just talking about. Okay? Alright, so example 1. quad A, B, C, D is similar to A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, and find their scale factor, value of x, y, z, perimeter of the two quadrilaterals, and ratio of the perimeters. So let's do these together, okay? So scale factor. Only sides that you know the both numbers is 20 and 30, right? So the scale factor is going to be 20 over 30, which means 2/3, right? Scale factor, you have to always simplify. That's why we practice the simplifying fractions in 7-1. So let's get x, y, and z. All right, so this is how you set up. Small 1 over 3 have to equal x over 21, right? So make sure that you put on the same small 1 to the large 1, small 1 to the large 1. So that means x is 14, right? And for y, here's y. Okay, so small to large, and small corresponding to y is 8 to large, right? So this one was easy because this was 7 times. This one, well, I guess it's 4 times. So you can do y is 12, or you can cross multiply. So 2y is 24, so y is 12, okay? When the numbers know so clearly what's happening, like 4 times or 2 times, you can cross multiply. All right, so 2 to the 3, 2/3 is, z is for the large one, so it's gonna go in the denominator, and the small one corresponding to that is 10, so that's 5 times, so z is going to be 50. Or you can do 2z is 30, z equal 50, okay? All right, the perimeter of the two quadrilaterals, well, we don't need to do that, I guess that's too simple. Oh, we have to get the ratios, okay. All right, so x was 14, and y was 12, and z was 15. So the smaller one is 30 and 44 plus 8, so that's 52. I don't know. Is my math correct? I'm not really sure. So that's 45 and 66. So 78. Is that it? I'm not really sure. Let's see. You have to have the same ratios. Okay? So 52 over 78. Let's see. 26 and 39. That's correct. All right, so that's 2/3. You should get the same number. Okay, so that was example 1. All right, practice and exercise. All right, so I'm gonna assign some of these as a homework, and we do a few of these. So I think you should do odds. Okay, and let's see, if the corresponding sides of two polygons are in proportion, must the polygon be similar? All right, think about that. Two polygons are congruent. Do they have to be similar? Okay, I think you should do all this. Okay. All right, so let's do this one together, and then I'm going to assign some of these for the video survey problem. Okay. I don't know which one yet. All right, so let's do this one together. 10. Okay. All right, so Judy is similar to J dash U dash D dash Y dash. Complete. Measure bango Y is 70. What? Oh yeah, the Y dash, measure Y dash have to be. So angles are congruent, so it should be the same. Measure bango D, this was 90, so this should be 90. Okay. The scale factor of quad. Okay, so only side that we have both numbers is this, so it's 20 to 15. Now, this scale factor you have to do is Judy to J dash J. So this have to come first. It have to be 20 over 15 instead of 15 over 20. So this should be 4/3. So, or 4 to 3. It's the same thing. When the problem is asking you in which order the ratio have to be, make sure that you go in that order. So 4 to 3 or 4/3. Okay? All right. Du. du. All right, so this is 6. So du to 6 have to equal 4 to 3, right? This is the larger one to the smaller one, larger one to the smaller one. So it's going to be half. So du will be 8. Du equal 8. And y dash j dash, okay? So y dash j dash is a small one, so let's put that in the denominator. So 28 over y dash j dash have to equal 4 over 3. So that's 7 times. So y dash and j dash should be 7. 7 times 3, 21. Okay? And j dash u dash, where is it? J dash u dash. Is there a t there? 12. Is there t there? Is it 12t? I guess it's a 12t. Yeah. All right. So I guess we have to keep the t in the equation. Okay. So 12t over j dash u dash have to equal 4/3. Right? So that means 36t equal 4 times j dash u dash cross multiply. Okay, and we want the j dash u dash, so you gotta divide both sides by 4. So j dash u dash have to be 9t. Okay, so that's j dash u dash is 9t. All right, d, the ratio of the perimeter. The ratio of the perimeter is going to be the same. So 4 to 3. Okay, and explain why it is not true that quad dujy is similar to E. Explain why it is not true that quad dujy is similar to quad y dash j dash u dash d dash. I want you to think about this, okay? Why they're not similar, okay? And that's it.